what kind of training hours have they undergone, and then to what level an innovative product have been introduced into the market. So how innovative the company has been in products, services and the processes in the organization. A good indicator here would be to check the percentage of new products introduced compared to the percentage of existing products. The revenue collected from new products, maybe like the insurance which is specially catering to the IT sector, maybe insurances which are specially catered to certain products like the takaful, the amana takaful kind of insurance products. So we could understand what are the new products which have been introduced and brought into the portfolio. So likewise, it is important to understand the performance of the company with all four perspectives, clearly checking to what level they are connected to the strategy of the organization. So please keep in mind, it is important to understand the concept of balanced scorecard, what is meant by these four perspectives, and how you give a simple example to measure one or two in each perspective. This would be the level the examiner would want you to display at the examination. Kaplan and Norton discussed this concept, very important concept. It is now in a very, very prominent area in your syllabus. Let's take a short break and come back for our final discussion. Welcome back. In the final session, we will try to summarize what we did and then try to understand what are the key mistakes you shouldn't do at the examination. During the last program and today's program, we discussed important concepts which has a high probability of testing at the examination, and then I gave you few tips and areas to focus on. Please focus on them and read more and more theory notes, and then if you are not satisfied, you could always Google and get more knowledge in this area. Balanced scorecard is an area where you have enormous amount of articles in the web, so please go through that and try to collect examples of different industries doing balanced scorecard in different perspectives and what are the measures especially. Then it is very important for you to understand the question. Please read the question very carefully, because it may not be the question you are expecting at the examination. We call it mind dumping. Sometimes out of excitement we go and write an answer to our liking, but unfortunately it may not be the same what is required at the examination. So it is important that you read the requirement of the question many times over. Don't conclude by reading only the requirement once and come to a conclusion. Read it at least thrice to see what this requirement is, and then ask yourself, is this what I should write? And then jot down the points you intend to write, read them, read the requirement again to ask the question, would these points satisfy the requirements? Maybe you will spend about 1-2 minutes in this deliberation, but it will do a world of good for you. It will avoid mind dumping. Examiners are so critical about mind dumping, that is, students writing what they like to write rather than trying to answer the point. The other very important mistake, what you shouldn't do at the examination is that time management or mismanaging your time. As you know, the exam is for 100 marks, we target for 100 marks, and then it has 3 hours time allocated. So 3 hours is 180 minutes, so each mark you have 1.8 minutes. So when you target or when you attempt a 10-mark question, keep in mind that you have only 18 minutes to sort that question out. And there also, if you have a part A which is 5 marks and part B which is 5 marks, you have 9 minutes each. And it is cardinal that you attempt the question and give the answer within that stipulated time. The biggest mistake you could do is to be with one question more than the stipulated time. Don't do that. Split your exam into 1.5 hours, 2 1.5 hour sessions. 1.5 hours is for part A, which is 5 compulsory questions of 10 marks each. The second 1.5 hours is for 2 25-mark questions. So it's so simple. One part A question you can only take 18 minutes. The part B questions you can take 46 minutes. You are given 20 minutes reading time at the examination. Please keep in mind that you cannot answer during these 20 minutes. You cannot use your calculator during these 20 minutes, but you can make notes on the paper itself. So why not you take a theory question and read the theory question and make your points on the paper itself and use the reading time more effectively. Remember that you cannot use your calculator and you cannot do any writing on the answer paper. Anyway, the answer papers will be given after 20 minutes. Since it's a compulsory paper, all questions are compulsory, it gives you less value by trying to read the whole paper in that 20 minutes. There's no point because you can't make choices. You have to do all questions compulsory. So what is the point of trying to read the paper within that 20 minutes? My advice to you is pick a question, maybe a theory question, read that theory question and make your points on the paper itself, the question paper itself, during that 20 minutes. So you use the time effectively. So I hope the program was useful and you picked up some important points. Like I told you at the beginning of the program, it is not easy to do a mathematics based subjects revision on TV because you need a lot of interaction, you need to do a lot of sums, but in a TV revision none of those are available. So we more focused on the concepts, the areas of importance and more theoretical points you should target at the examination. I am Ravi Edrisinghe signing off and all the best for your exams. Goodbye.